This isn't a transformation video, it's a journey. This is what fitness gave me beyond the body. This is my journey so far, and I wanted to share with you guys. So, I started my fitness journey back in 2016. In the month of December, I joined Planet Fitness, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was completely blank, but I saw people working out using the machines and stuff, and I was trying to copy them. Okay, this is how it works, so let me just do this. And you can see a video of me here. I don't know what I was doing. I laugh at myself, but at the same time, I'm so happy the fact that I showed up at the gym and I did something to move my body. But I started back in 2016. For the first year, I probably went to the gym 2 or 3 times a week, but I wasn't really consistent and I had no idea what to work out on. Sometimes I did treadmill, sometimes I did chest, back, legs, so it was a mixture of everything back and forth and no clear direction what I was really working out on. The best thing about this part is back in 2016 when I went to the gym, I feel like everyone at some point they go through this stage, and it's normal to walk into the gym with I didn't have any confidence in myself back then and just feeling very uncomfortable, and I was very shy back then, and it was really very challenging to me just to work out, just to go out and just get a workout in. And also, if people looking at me, I was very conservative. I had a lot of thoughts in my head, like, whoa, what if the other person's watching me working out, things like that. There were moments where I just felt like this gym is not really for me because my confidence is very low, but something told me to keep going. And every time I did the workout, I felt really good about myself, and I told myself that I really need to show up consistently because I see a difference in my mindset, my body, and that told me to keep going. And I moved my place and I joined my nearest gym, which was Retro Fitness back then, back in 2018, and that's where I was consistent. You know what? Let me go to the gym 6 times a week. I started watching people's video on YouTube, and I saw a lot of different workouts for chest, back, legs, shoulders, biceps, triceps. So I just tried to have a routine and try to copy the workouts which they recommended to do, and I just followed that. And this really had a positive effect on my other part of my life. For example, my business, everything had a positive effect, and I felt like fitness was a core foundation for me. So I started to really start my morning on a positive note. What I started doing was to wake up at 5 a.m. and hit the gym at 5:30, and that's what I really started me to build consistency. And there are days where I didn't even feel like waking up, but I pushed myself. That's when I realized consistency beats motivation. Back in 2019, there was one video I saw on YouTube where the person was talking about using my MyFitnessPal app to track their calories because I really wanted to get six pack, and in one of the videos the person was saying that six pack is made in the kitchen. It's what do you eat. Your nutrition is the most important thing. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I downloaded the MyFitnessPal app. For a week I started to track my calories, and I'm like, this is not for me, this is too much. So MyFitnessPal, it's an app. You can track your calories where what I mean by is that you are tracking your macros, which is your carbs, your protein, and your fats. So this three is the top three macros. Back in 2019, I really didn't pay any attention. I was like, okay, this nutrition app is not really meant for me. I love to eat. I don't want to have any strict restriction on my food. I'll keep working out and I'll get my six pack in. It's gonna happen. And back then I was working out 6 days a week. My workout back in 2017 to 2019 was very different. Monday I was doing chest and triceps. Tuesday I was doing back and biceps. Wednesday I was doing legs. Thursday I did core, abs. Friday I did shoulders. And Saturday I think it was a bit of everything. So I didn't really have any proper plan back then, but that's the beauty of your journey. everyone, like, you have to start somewhere in life, and once you start building that foundation, within the next years it's gonna change. And now my workout is different, and I know 2 years down the line it's gonna be different too. So you just have to keep going, keep showing up. So that was back in 2019. I said no to my MyFitnessPal app. I don't really want to track my calories, so I'm good. And then at the end of 2019, COVID happened, and that's when, like, everything was closed, everything was locked down, and that's when it hit me. I felt super depressed. I was gaining weight. I gained like 10-15 pounds, and I just felt very trapped because working out was something which really gave me that space where I could work on myself, really get rid of my stress, anxiety. So that's when I told myself, you know what, let me try running. Prior to that, I ran a few times here and there, but COVID was the time where I was like, you know what, I need to run 3 times a week. And I started with first 1 or 2 miles, and gradually increased 3 miles, 5 miles. Then one time I did like 7 or 8 miles during the COVID period. But then that's when I fell in love with running. It felt like meditation to me. Running gave me the discipline to clear my mind. It just felt an amazing feeling. And from there on, I was like, you know what, let me stick to my running routine because I really enjoy this. And the following year, when the gym opened, I started implementing out in the gym and also running. That year I was really serious about my physique, and I'm like, you know what, let me really try using my MyFitnessPal app one more time. I think I really have to, because I just felt like I was working out, but at the same time I just felt like I wasn't really seeing results the way I wanted it to be. I downloaded the app. That's when I realized about my nutrition, that I was overeating. It made me rethink about my nutrition. Back in 2016 to 2019, I was eating a lot of stuff here and there, and I didn't really think of the calories and macros. You need to be smart with your eating. You really want to see results, you also have to think smart. So in 2020, I came across this video where it showed that you need to really measure your calorie depending on your body weight. There is a website, it's called Calorie Calculator. It's gonna ask your age, your weight, and how many times you work out. What's your goal? And based on that, it's gonna give you your calorie intake, your carbs, your protein, and your fats. And right now my calorie is 2200 calories. My protein intake is 168 grams of protein. My carb is 238 grams. And my fats is 64 grams. Overall, that's 2200 calories. And this is what I'm sticking to right now. And I'm currently, my weight is 162 pounds. This is my current calorie intake, but prior to that, it was different. But it was very similar to that number. But anyways, going back to my 2021, the nutrition part really blew my mind, as I said prior to that. And I started like tracking every single thing I ate in a single day. And there are times where I was snacking some small stuff, and that small thing was so much in calories. And I'm like, holy shit, like, this is crazy. So this right there, that's when I realized, wow, it doesn't matter how much you work out. If you're not really tracking your calories, or you're really aware of your food you're consuming every single day, it's gonna be very challenging. And I have love handles. Whenever I look in the mirror, that bothers me. That used to bother me so much. I'm like, I really want to get rid of my love handles. I really want to be slim, and I have my six pack. That was one of those reasons where I was like, you know what, I really need to track my calories, because this thing bothers me. Over those years, when it came to training, a lot of things changed. Last year, my routine was working out 5 times a week and going for 3 5-mile runs, because my goal for me is to have an athletic body. I don't want to be so bulky. 5 years ago, if you asked me, I would probably say, no, I want to really be bulk. I want to be like 175 or 180 pounds, which is great for some people. But for me, I just feel like I really want to stay around 160 to 165. That's a good range for me. I also want to mention that recovery, it's very, very important. There was one day where I had 3 or 4 different sessions in one single day. I did my workout, and I went for a run, and I came to the gym in the evening time, and in the night time I had a workout class. I mean, it's not the healthiest, because your body needs rest. And I learned this the hard way. Last year I had a small partial tear on my patella, on my knee, on my left knee, and that happened because of me putting a lot of pressure on my leg while running, and this was my mistake because I knew there were times I was doing like 11, 12 miles in one single day, and also working out at the same time. I feel like I didn't really give my body complete rest, but you have to experience with your own body first, then only you'll understand, you'll realize, okay, this is my limit, and I really need to stop that. For every single split, I normally do 12 reps. That's been the number I have been following from 2016. So I do 4 sets, 12 reps. Fitness has been one of those things where I have been really consistent, and that's what I'm really proud of, and it has built my foundation for so many things in my life. I feel like showed me that if you're consistent, if you're disciplined, you can go really far in life. And in your life, you need to have that one thing which is gonna keep you in place, which is gonna keep you in track, which is gonna keep you focused, and fitness has been that for me. And I feel like at the lowest point in life, that fitness is something which is really gonna pick you up, and that's the beauty of working out. So right now I'm currently 162 pounds, and my calorie intake right now is 2200, but over the last 2 months, to be honest with you, it's the moment I'm recording this video is winter time. It's around minus 16 degrees Celsius, and one thing I realized that during winter time I just feel like to eat. I like to bulk, and then before summer starts, I go calorie deficit. What I mean by calorie deficit is, suppose my calorie intake is 2200 calories, my calorie will probably go down to 1850 or 1950 or around 2000. Calorie deficit is gonna give me a lean body mass and also a defined body structure. But that's my routine for the next few months. As summer approaches, I'll go calorie deficit. As I said prior to this, you have to start somewhere. Some workouts you might enjoy, some workout you might not enjoy. For me, I'm not a really big fan of leg days, but I don't want to have chicken legs. So right now in this year, I started to change my workout routine. I've been trying to work on my glutes twice a week now, and as I said before, your goals will change. You'll continuously try to become the best version of yourself, and for that, your training, your nutrition program is going to change. And looking back, it would be very smart and easier for me to have a trainer who would have given me advice on the right way to work out. So over the years, this is what has actually worked for me. You have to be consistent. That's number one. You have to have a plan of having a routine of workouts you're gonna do, and also your nutrition. That's very, very key. If you are very lean and you want to get muscle, I would say, suppose for example, you are 150 pounds, try to hit 150 grams of protein per day. I know that's a lot of protein intake, but there are times where I was taking 2 scoops of protein powder. Now I take only 1. When it comes to nutrition, I have been eating the same meal every single day. I mean, I try to change in between, but normally it's rice, chicken, and broccoli. That has really helped me because it's clean, and rice has good carb, the chicken has good protein, and broccoli is good for fiber. It's a good mixture, and I try to switch it with salmon. In my morning time, I normally have yogurt with protein powder and oats, and some blueberries, and a spoon of peanut butter, and that's just the best thing. That's like a cheat code, but I'll make a separate video about that, my nutrition on a different time. But you really need to track. As I said before, you can go to this website called caloriecalculator.com, and you can input your age, weight, and based on that, it's gonna tell you how much calorie you should consume every single day. Start doing with simple workouts. And if you're starting out, please don't be like, okay, you know what, I need to hit the gym every day a week. That doesn't happen. Tell yourself, you know what, I'm gonna start working out 3 days a week, and eventually you'll build that discipline, you'll build a routine, and then you're gonna go 5 days a week, 6 days a week. So start slow if you are starting out, and it's gonna take time. You'll get there eventually, but it's gonna take you time, patience. As long as you're consistent, I can promise you it's gonna happen. And once again, I'm telling you, fitness is really gonna have such a positive impact on your body and your mindset. It's game changing, and I promise you, you really need to be very consistent and stay disciplined. If you do that, I promise you, you can get there. One, as I said before, the results, taking a lot of selfies every single time after my workout, and I saw some change, but I wasn't really happy with it. I'm like, I'm working so much. Well, I'm not saying a drastic change in my physique, but I started to track my macros, I changed my workout routine, I started running. So all this thing I did gave me the physique which I really want. And also, once you have that physique, you have to keep going. It's not like it's gonna stay forever. You have to show up. You still have to be disciplined to have that diet, to have that proper nutrition, to know what you're eating every single day. It's one thing I told to myself. I'm gonna continue this journey because fitness gave me a belief about myself that anything is possible as long as you're consistent and disciplined. And also it's self-love, because discipline is the truest form of self-love. If you are consistent and if you have a routine, things is gonna come in your way. With that said, that's the end of the video. I hope you found this video helpful. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.